Hello everyone, welcome back. Oh, let's see how Krobus is doing today. I hope the humidity here isn't bothersome to you. We both had to compromise in order to live together. Oh, Krobus, you're so thoughtful. And we finally made it to the top of the volcano, so we got to finally see the forge, which was pretty exciting. And we have a rainy day on Ginger Island today, which is also exciting. But we only have neutral luck days, so we'll see how it goes. Wow, look at all of those melons. Now, we had decided that we were going to try to leave them in the ground. So I'll do my best as we grab everything else. We wanted to see if we could, oh my goodness, full inventory. If we could snag ourselves a giant melon. I'm quite curious. Okay, more batteries for us. Look at us go. Fully filled those up. And we... Oh, hi Luna. Goodness, I love your hat. It's just too adorable. Okay, I think we will maybe toss our pirate hat in here. Oh. I finally got a chance to play the 1.6 update on the Switch. And oh my goodness. So exciting. I didn't get to do as much time as I had been hoping, which was a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Are we not keeping the gold? Ah, here we go. I'm like, I know we were keeping golden mystery boxes somewhere. So it's been really interesting getting to play it, and of course now I'm going to get the two files confused, and Willie just giving us the notice that he had to pick us up and haul us back home. Extra luck today? That's what that is, right? Yes, perfect. We definitely need it. Always need the luck. Luna, would you like to be watered? I think you would. There you go. Okay, I don't think we really need the driftwood, so we'll just toss it for now. Put that on our fishing rod. We always need the bait. So it's been kind of interesting getting to play the update on the Switch. I did decide to start a new farm, so that has been interesting. I decided to go with the Meadowlands farm and just give it like an actual go and see what I actually felt about it. And I have to say, for the first time ever since I started playing Stardew Valley, I had to construct a well on my farm. Never ever done one on the farm before. But the water sources for the Meadowlands farm, it just felt so far away that I was like, you know what, we need the well. So I finally sucked it up and did that. Oh, look at that, our mushroom log is growing mushrooms. That's pretty exciting. Okay, I think it is time for us to go head over to Ginger Island. So it was quite an experience actually, because like I said, I've never ever had to construct a well on the main farm before. Usually I don't mind running to like the nearest water source, but it seems like the closest one was in the pen with the chickens. So it's like I was constantly going back and forth. So that was my first thing. I was like, I wish I would have made a well sooner. Oh, Elliot needs a grape. Elliot needs a grape. Where do we usually find grapes? By the bus stop and probably farther up north, I think. We'll quickly see if we can find him a grape. So yeah, I kind of wish I had started off by building that well a little sooner than I did, because I kind of took my time with it and I wish I hadn't. It was like, finally got to that point where I'm like, oh, convenience. And the funny part is that I was having that argument with myself. I'm like, you're gonna level up really quick, because that's just what I do. I like to get those sprinklers as fast as possible. And I'm like, surely we can put up with just running back and forth for like the little bit of time it's gonna take us until we get the sprinklers. And I think I was like halfway through spring and I was like, nope. Maybe it was 3/4 of the way through spring. I'm like, no, this is taking too long. Too much watering. Okay, not seeing any grapes, which is a little unfortunate here. Lots of moss though, so that's exciting too. Quickly take a peek over here. Is Elliot asking for like the one thing that we can't find in the entire valley? It kind of seems that way, doesn't it? And I'm now realizing that we have a whole bunch probably in our chest at home. So I'm just wasting our time here. Oh, I tell you, this is how things go lately. You play too many different games and then you play the same game. And yeah, it just gets all mushed up in there. There we go. Elliot's gonna be so thrilled with us, assuming we can find him. Because that's always the next step, right? So yeah, it's been a really fun experience. And then I also didn't really count out how many dirt tiles we have in the little area at the start of the Meadowlands farm. So I kind of just went along and I finally got to the beginning of summer, like just got there, and I tilled a whole bunch of the dirt. And I'm one of those people that I like to have my chest right up against the bottom of the house like I do now. And I don't like to have the crops butt up right against the chest if I don't have to. So normally I'll just leave a gap. And I was a little dismayed that after I planted all my crops, I realized that if I hadn't left a gap, I would have been able to neatly fit more sprinklers. So that was a little disappointing. Okay, Willie, are you going to hold on long enough for us to go cash in that ticket? And that was another thing. I did remix bundles. Like, I think I've played like the regular way too many times. I love doing the community center. So I decided to shake things up as I like to do lately and get the remix bundles. And oh my goodness, have there been so many remix bundles added since the 1.6 update. I have, what is it, on the bulletin board? I have a helper quest. And it actually asks for a red ticket and 5 of the blue mystery boxes. And I was like, I don't know, it felt like a very steep price. Willie, I think I'm going to sell you some stuff before we go. So I was just like, oh my goodness, like I'm actually going to have to give away mystery boxes and one of our prize tickets. I was like, no way. So I'm like thinking that's probably going to be one of the ones I do later, because I was like all excited. I'm like, I'm going to get to crack open mystery boxes on my Switch. And then I see that bundle and I'm just like, do I hold on to these mystery boxes now, or do I bust them open and just get new ones later? I don't know. So there they just sit in a chest waiting. Okay, let's go over to the farm area and see what's going on there. I think we should have enough golden walnuts now. Okay, yes, repair the hut. And as I do that, I finally remember what I meant to do today. We're supposed to be like delivering a whole bunch of gems for Emily. Okay, Elliot's done. And this is our final day. Oh my goodness, I wasted so much money. We're gonna have to run back. And this is how things go. I'm like, I made sure I reminded myself before I started, and then of course I get too excited about sharing my 1.6 adventures on the Switch. But I am so glad that it is available for consoles and stuff now. I'm very much enjoying just, I may only get to play like a day or two at a time, but it's fantastic. I love it. And then of course I get to come here where I have so much more stuff that's so far advanced. I finally got to craft my first fish smoker on my Switch version, which was very exciting. I knew I wanted a fish smoker right away because I'm like, this is how I'm going to make a lot of money really fast, is smoking a bunch of fish. So I'm like out there and I'm like trying to catch all this jelly, and I caught tons of sea jelly because that's my favorite fishing spot. And then I caught some river jelly, and the cave jelly was definitely the thing that took the longest. Okay, what all do we need for gems here? Ruby, topaz, emerald, jade, and an amethyst. It's always so funny because every time I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely need aquamarine. And I definitely do not. Okay. 5 gems total. I think we might have got it. Yep. Okay, let's go deliver. Dun, da-da. Now, at least Emily is pretty easy to track down, so that's not too concerning. I guess the traveling sales lady is here as well, but I'm like, if we can quickly catch Emily, then we could technically hop back to Ginger Island and continue exploring. Is she at work already? No. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. How many places does Emily go? I guess she could potentially be at the community center too. Oh, cutscene. Come in, Pip. I want to show you something. It's my secret hobby. I've been practicing for months. Now sit back, relax, and allow yourself to be carried away to a better place, okay? Oh, she's gonna dance for us. Oh, she's really getting into it. She could probably host a little dance class at Pierre's store on their little exercise day. Oh, she's really getting into it. Yep, she's having fun. Emily always has the most interesting cutscenes. Like, I never quite expect what we're going to see from her cutscenes, which is really interesting and exciting, right? Because it kind of keeps things fresh and very awing. Are those oranges? Maybe she really likes oranges. Aliens. And bananas. Kind of like a tropical extraterrestrial. So, Gasp, what did you think? Say nothing and do a slow clap. That was amazing. Thank you. Phew, that was quite a workout. I haven't been this sweaty since I ordered the pepper platter at Abigail's graduation fiesta. Well, I'd better take a shower. Thanks for watching. All right. Oh, hold on, Emily. We have so much to give you. No, don't get annoyed with us. Ah! There you go. Okay, she's happy now, so we can move back over to Ginger Island. Here we go. Oh, right. Ticket. Okay, yeah, we gotta check that out. Fairy dust, we'll take it. I'm always excited to see what comes next. Oh, more star drop tea. Wow. It's one of those things where I get so excited, my words just like crumple together on me, and it's like, oh, come on. It's kind of funny because one of the things I did notice, and I'm going to assume that they're going to fix this in one of the patches that's going to come out for console. Well, I don't know if it's true on every console, but at least on the Switch anyway, where I finally got to smoke a bunch of fish and then I shipped them and I realized that the star quality of the fish did not appear on the overnight summary of what you were shipping for the day. And I really strongly noticed it because I'm like, okay, I have two smoked flounders that I had shipped, and I think one was Iridium quality and one was gold quality. And I was like, for a second, I'm like, well, which is which? And then I'm like, oh, I can tell by the price of the fish, right? As to which was which. But I was just like, it kind of just blew my mind for a second there because I was like, oh my goodness. So that was like one of the little things that I'm sure will get fixed in a patch coming out at some point. And then the other little thing that I notice is every once in a while the game will just, I don't know, I want to say like freeze just ever so slightly. Not like it's going to crash or anything. It's kind of like I would attribute to something like when you're playing multiplayer, and I don't know if this is true for like current multiplayer because the last time I played multiplayer was probably a couple years ago. And if someone else was hosting and they were doing something, sometimes the game would just pause ever so slightly. But it seems like I was getting that every once in a while. Not too often, just once in a blue moon there. Oh man. Okay. This should be the volcano one, I think, because I'm pretty sure there's one that spawns at the farm. Dun dun dun. So it's just a little scary because when you're in the mines and you have those bugs flying at you, and of course you're just like fresh starting over. So, you know, you don't have a ton of health and your weapons aren't the greatest and you have these bugs flying at you and all of a sudden there's like a little bit of a pause. And then the bug ends up hitting you because you couldn't swing at it fast enough because you couldn't get the timing. So like you have that happen maybe once or twice over a couple of days, not too bad. And then I had it while fishing once too, which was kind of funny because it was while I was casting. So I was like going for a maximum cast. Oh my goodness. And of course it goes and it wasn't a full cast just because there was like just that little bit of a pause, right? So I ended up holding the button too long. But I'm like, it's not so bad. Like, it's pretty minor compared to other things. Okay, I actually don't need to do this. We could go straight up to the top if we wanted. I don't even know what to do on Ginger Island now. We need to find more golden walnuts, of course, so we should probably focus on that. I'm like, I'm going to the volcano, but I'm not quite sure why. There's probably a lot more walnuts in there, so probably need to dip down in there, but it's pretty late in the day, so I'm like, maybe we should just chill out here for a little bit. I'm kind of hoping we get more of the mystic sap soon because I think I would like to try it more around the valley just to kind of see how it goes. I think we'll get a lot more artifacts if we do it back home because I don't think Ginger Island really holds a lot of artifacts. We could try the desert too. That might be kind of interesting to do the desert. Wow, that's a lot of fiber clearing there. Okay. So I'm really glad that we remembered to hand out the gems because, oh my goodness, that was pretty close. And I think we've already done the snake skull. I think it's like one more of the snake vertebrae. Oh my goodness. It's taunting me. It's like, I know you forgot your copper pan. Of course. Definitely did. Dun, da, da. I should like maybe get a chest and just like throw the copper pan over here. And then when we see stuff like that, we could just swap it out and actually get to see what is in the sparkly spot because I just have never really done that much at all. I was gonna say, have we explored up here? Because I'm seeing golden walnuts over here. Okay, dun, dun, dun. I think I went over here before. Yeah, those ones we got. How's the mushroom cave doing? Oh, got some nice mushrooms there. That's exciting. I'm like, I was all excited about this little bit of extra luck, but I'm not quite sure how I was planning on spending it. I was just jazzed that we got extra luck. Oh, how many do you need? 10? Okay, let's do this. I'm very eager to get the new trees. I think it's the banana tree we need to get quite a few walnuts, so the sooner we can get one of those going, the better. Hello, little buddy. But I think we need dragon teeth for those. 5 of them. Yikes. That's always the thing that scares me is I'm like, do I want to spend dragon teeth? I don't know. Banana pudding. Oh, that looks like a good meal to have. Okay, we can buy that, no problem. We don't have to feel too bad about that. I'm like, the bone fragments aren't too bad to get. Oh, it's starting to get late. We're gonna have to start growing some crops here too, because that's how we can get quite a few walnuts as well. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. see if we can quickly break these open. Sometimes we can get walnuts out of these too, so I'm like, there we go. See if we can snag ourselves a few. And that's always the hard part because you never know if you're going to get walnuts, and I never remember how many you can get from doing that, so I'm just like, oh, do we keep breaking them open or have we reached the point of no return? And then we had that one journal scrap, so I think there was supposed to be like a walnut somewhere over here maybe. Or maybe we already got it. That's possible too. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, we got a few walnuts and we got a quest done, so I feel a lot better about the day. And we got Elliot his grapes, so that's something too. Oh my goodness, 1 a.m. Okay, how much clearing can we quickly do before it gets too late? I'm like, we really need to clear some space. There's nothing more annoying than branches hanging out all over the place and our inventory is full, but that's okay. I think they'll hang out until morning. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, 1:30, 1:40 is when I need to panic. There we go. All right, let's head off to bed. And wow, 161 gold. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.